two, one. Am I too loud for you?
No, you're good. I don't see you on Twitch yet. Should I
Oh,
wait?
well,
What am I supposed to be seeing right now?
Well, on my screen, I'm pretty much drawing. That's all.
Like right now? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see it. You're good. All right,
All right.
go.
Awesome. Okay. Now you can get up. All right. Welcome everybody to Yoko and Friskys Dimensional Rift. I am your host, Yoko, and I'm drawing in real time. And my brother from another mother, MC Metrocard Frisky, is with me from the real world, informing me about what's going down, what's going round, and beyond. So what's up, my brother?
Oh my god, it feels so good to be back. Feels like I've been gone forever. Oh my
I
god.
know, right? Oh my goodness. Of course, the phone rings, but we'll ignore that. We'll ignore it.
It's okay. As long as the house is not on fire, you're good.
Very true. Very true. So, my friend, what are we going over today?
Man, it's Marvel movie madness in this week in the house. We got Avengers End Game shattering pre-sale records across the
Oh,
board. I couldn't
oh,
I couldn't get tickets from my bed. I had to go there in person to get my little tickets for this little superhero flick. It's nuts. It's bananas.
that is pretty bananas. I was hearing that people were spending, like, they were price gouging. They were just buying all these tickets and then selling them on eBay for like tens of thousands of dollars. And I'm like, baby, no.
They are like I don't know who would be crazy enough to buy like a ticket for $1,000 on opening day. Like I understand you want to avoid spoilers, but yo, you can use that money for like your daughter's college tuition or some special adult treats. You know what I'm saying?
Or, pay for someone's water. I don't know. Make it clean again. Anyway,
Flint needs water, damn it.
no, it's been too long. No, it's real facts. Um, but yeah, I don't understand. You can wait. You can wait. I honestly, I was going to with my bunny rabbit and bird friend. It was gonna be, we are gonna have a ladies' night and pretty much order in some popcorn, put it in our little Percy purse. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, movie theater. And we were gonna go watch it. And my friend insisted on the IMAX edition for full on tears, for those extra emotional scenes.
Those HD tiers. Uh, F for your information, movie theaters make their money through concessions, so you're killing movie theaters.
I know, right? No, I mean, a lot of the times I end up buying popcorn, but I gotta have my icy. It is tradition. I have never gone to a movie without having an icy before. I can't even remember a time when I couldn't, unless they didn't sell an icy.
No, no, no. You need your icy. I've been there. You get grumpy without your ices.
I know I do. I get grumpy.
But I've been marathoning the Marvel movies. I've been doing one movie a day all the way to Avengers End Game, which is coming out a week from now at the time of this recording. For those people who don't know, it is the ending chapter of a 22 film saga that started in 2008 with Iron Man. And this kind of filmmaking is unprecedented. Unprecedented, whatever. And we've never seen an epic saga both like this comic book movie world. So it's an exciting time to be a fan.
It's interesting because the Black Panther over here, he's like, this is a documentary of our life. And,
Eh,
in the human world, they're like, we're playing make believe. It's kind of astounding. I think it's a little adorable. It's like a series of historical events, yet not.
Yeah, we're just biting off of the events that happen in your world. We take the newspaper from your world and we just make these multi million-dollar movie franchises out of them.
Pretty much. But then we get to view them. It's kind of interesting, dimensions collide in a gracious, beautiful form. And I don't have to pay as much for movies. So, what? So you started with Iron Man. How did that go? What
Yes.
was your memory?
All right. Iron Man is a story about a man building a very expensive fursuit in a cave and trying to survive because he's wanted by terrorists. He makes weapons and the terrorists want him to make a big ass missile for them. But he's like, nah, fam, I gotta go back to my pepper. Pepper.
I just remember him saying pepper, 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 pepper. And I'm like, calm down, Iron Man, calm down.
Oh man, yeah, he says Pepper a lot. She's the assistant in this movie, and I forget that. So it's kind of a creepy boss assistant romance, and in the era of Me Too, it doesn't really work out as well.
Sign of the times.
But the other stuff is cool. It's fascinating just watching him build his suit and the different phases of it, like the color and learning how to fly. It's a very like low key superhero movie. I mean, there's a big dumb fight at the end. You're in it to see Tony Stark just build cool things.
I did enjoy that movie. It was actually the first Marvel movie I ever enjoyed because remember Daredevil and Elektra, rest in peace.
Oh God, I'm triggered.
You should be because, they are insulted. Oh, in my world, they're like, "What is this? Like, what is this hot mess?" I don't get it. They can literally compared it to a hot of flaming poopy garbage.
Listen, this is Daredevil in a nutshell. Wake me up, wake me up inside. Can't wake up. That's all you need to know about Daredevil.
It's true. It's like I'm so sad. And I hate to say it, and everyone can fight me on this, but Elektra was 2 points better than Daredevil.
The only thing I remember about Elektra is that she was fighting like white sheets and I think plants or something.
Well,
Yeah.
it's a step up from the what is it? I wanted to say black woman. It's Catwoman. Black woman with Halle Berry.
She is the black woman. Oh no, you didn't.
I totally did. I
Bro,
really did.
you're getting off track. Let's move on.
Move
Incredible,
on. Moving on.
the Incredible Hulk. Did you see that one?
I've never seen any Hulk movie because I just I've tried. He's just too angry for me, and I get scared.
Yeah, the Hulk is a big baby. Every movie involving the Hulk just wants Bruce Banner just wants to get rid of him. So it's like you have this movie about someone who doesn't want to be his superhero alter ego, and it's a drag. It is a drag, and yeah, it feels like a Hallmark Lifetime Channel original movie
Oh my
inside a
god.
superhero film. Yeah, that's how I described it. It literally feels that way.
It sounds delightful. That description just makes me
Curious.
feel well, no, it makes me feel good to know that I didn't waste my time watching it. Because like I watched a review of the original first Hulk movie and then I almost saw the reboot because everyone's like, the first one didn't exist. We'll try again.
Yeah, basically, this movie was only made to tell people that the first one doesn't count. This is the actual Hulk, and guess what they ended up doing? They ended up recasting him.
And I
And
like the new Hulk character. He just seems so vulnerable. So, you know,
he seems like an actual scientist because Edward Norton, who played the Hulk in this movie, he seems like a frat bro who sells pizzas.
you said Edward Norton, and I really thought you were talking about uh, Norton antivirus software. So, you know.
Yeah, that Edward Norton, the antivirus entrepreneur.
It's a great way to stay in shape.
But yeah, that movie is skippable. And then we have Iron Man 2, which is my least favorite. And I'm gonna tell you why. This man, Tony Stark, he he finds an element, a brand new element on the periodic table through an old diorama from the 70s. And guess what? It's never mentioned again. Ever.
Is it kind of like unobtainium?
Basically, I don't even know if they made a name for it. It gives him a triangular chess piece to cure his blood poisoning.
Oh,
Yeah. It when I saw that, I was 20 years old at the time. I even thought it was stupid back then. But you have Black Widow, and she kicks a lot of ass, so that's nice.
hashtag where's my Black Widow movie? It ain't happening.
And then War
Anyway,
Machine shows up, and War Machine is just an ugly version of Iron Man. And oh, and there's a a man who has jump ropes as weapons.
yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
It's wonderful. It's like this is what we came here for. This is the best you guys come up with. Good job.
It truly tickles my pickles. Because that, you know what? I felt like that was a good 4th of July movie to watch. I remember watching it on 4th of July, and then they had all those. Was that the third movie with all the hundreds of Iron Mans?
Yes,
Shoot.
it's Iron Man 3.
Oh no, they're all combining together. Continue,
Yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. The Iron Man movies are kind of weak, but then we move on to Thor. And it's basically about a man, a very toxic man. There's a lot of
Hmm.
toxic masculinity here. And he goes to Earth and he learns how to treat women with respect. So it has a good message.
Well, you know, my opinion is the first Thor movie is just one long soap commercial. Half the time his shirt is off. I mean, I get why ladies like it. It's not my preference, but good on them.
Yeah, like he meets this girl, Jane, for like a day and a half, and he goes from like arrogant barbarian to a man that cooks eggs. And
Oh,
every girl on Tumblr's fantasy, right?
no. It's every girl on Pinterest's fantasy.
Oh,
Every
my mis-
girl's, I was going to say, every girl's fantasy on Tumblr is pretty much not, it's either a Dragon Ball Z character or a fan fiction rendition of Harry Potter. So, you know.
No, the girls on Tumblr, they love Loki. This is where Loki came and
Oh,
became super popular.
you're correct. You are correct. And then so many furries name their fursonas Loki.
Did they? Is because they have to make their name interesting to make up for the lack of personality.
Hey man, they like to look into our world, this cartoon world here, and think it's cute. It ain't cute. Stop it.
They
Anyway.
they biting off y'all. Anyway, next up we got my fave. We got Captain America, the first Avenger. I think that I saw this one with you, right? I think we did.
um
I think I showed.
you showed it to me because I every time I I didn't have access to the movie at the time.
I know, like these dimensions are bad with their mail.
Yeah, sometimes it, it gets a little convoluted in the run. So, but you know what? I enjoyed the movie, but I like the second one better.
Ooh, I mean everybody does, but in this one, he's fighting Nazis, and guess what? We have today. We have a lot of Nazis, so it's relevant.
Yeah, which is still kind of a weird thing. I didn't think I'd live in a time where this would happen. Anyway, go ahead.
But this is a good film. A lot of people talk crap about it, but I enjoyed it. Peggy Carter is one of the best female actors or female characters in this universe, I should say, because she holds her own against all the men. But Cap ends up freezing himself because he's too shy to ask her out on a date. So he has to like plunge himself into the ice for 70 years, aka my life.
Wah, wah, wah.
But it's okay because when he wakes up, he gets to join drumroll the Avengers.
Da, 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 da. I love that part. I love the part when he joins it because it makes him whole again and it gives him purpose and he's just such a wholesome milk and cookies boy.
What did you think of the original Avengers?
So, the first Avengers movie, I thought it was exciting. But to be honest, the reason why I liked the second Captain America was because I felt that one was a better adaptation of the Avengers than the first Avengers, if that makes sense to me, to you. To yeah,
What? But half of the Avengers are missing from that one.
it's fine. That's fine.
So you don't like Iron Man fighting Thor or Black Widow making eyes at Hulk. You just
I really did not like that, especially the part where was it Iron Man was just like, "You gonna play?" Oh no, that was the other movie. Shoot. Well, they were definitely making like let's make love eyes. It was just a little it was a bit much. I was like, wow, somebody doused that flame there. It's a little whew,
it was the beginning of their relationship.
the
Well,
relationship.
when you saw this movie, like at the end where they all like team up, they had that circle shot. Did you get goosebumps?
I
Did you hear
did.
cheers in the crowd? You were like, "Oh my
I didn't hear any cheers. I literally thought the Ninja Turtles theme was gonna come on, like "Go Avengers!" I'm Iron Man. I like to study. I'm Black Widow. Sometimes I'm angsty. And then I'm the Hulk. I'm mad and I'm rude and I got an attitude.
god!"
Uh,
What about your favorite Avenger, Hawkeye?
you know, you trifling. You trifling right now.
Hawkeye's the best. He's good with bow and arrows, and he has a little purple vest in memory of Prince. It's
Oh
great.
my god. I thought it was because he was deaf. He's deaf in this reality. At
uh,
least in my dimension reality, whatever. He's deaf. Took that
whatever.
away.
But yeah, I love the Avengers. I saw it opening night. It was one of the greatest experiences I had at the cinema. It was like being at Comic Con.
Was it a big following like Lord of the Rings big?
Oh yeah, man. All the shows are sold out throughout the weekend. Like I was working at the movie theater and it had it playing in 11 out of 14 theaters. It was a big deal.
Wow.
I'll never forget it.
Like it was too magical of a moment. That's nice. That's a nice memory.
Yeah. Then we bring it back down to the one we were talking about before. Iron Man 3 with all the Iron Mans personas.
The best 4th of July film of all time.
There were literally fireworks in that film because he blows up all his suits at the end.
Yes. And then fireworks set off when I was at my friend's house. We were watching it on 4th of July, and I was like, oh, this is memorable. It's a memorable moment.
Did you like that part where he's hanging out with the little boy and he calls him a bad word?
Oh, guess what? Mama Mama Yoko kind of blacked that part out. Oops.
He calls the little boy a pussycat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, Iron Man. I
Yeah.
can't be mad at you.
But what you think of the Mandarin twist in this?
I thought it was unique. Um, I mean, for an Iron Man movie, it's the movie ended with a bang. At least the trilogy ended with a bang.
Yeah, he took his little arc reactor out, threw it in the ocean, and then he retired for like 2 seconds.
I know. I was like, baby, what you doing?
And then he beats the evil white guy up in a suit. There's a lot of evil white guys in suits in this movie or in this universe. It's like a running gag. It's awesome.
Oh my lord. Oh lord.
But the interesting thing about Iron Man 3, he's fighting these war veterans. They're like amputees. They have like this formula in them that regenerates their limbs. So he's fighting handicapped people and
Oh
killing.
my gosh.
I'm not even joking. They're like on
Oh, I
fire
didn't
handicapped people.
I don't think I realized that. It was mostly because once again, I was at a friend's house watching it, and this was like years after the movie came out. I think it was like 2 years after the movie came out. And wow, surprise. Surprise, surprise. I'm a terrible person for not noticing.
Don't worry. We all know it now.
It's just no longer a secret. Next movie.
Oh, we got everyone's favorite Thor the Dark World, the one everybody forgot existed.
Oh, the Loki and Thor fan fiction movie.
Yeah, the poster, yeah, the Japanese poster for this movie, it had Loki in place of Jane, so Thor's holding Loki from behind. That poster is more interesting than the movie.
And to be fair, after the first Thor movie, I just couldn't watch anymore. I was like, I think I'm good. I think I don't need to watch anymore. But apparently, I didn't miss anything. But I still haven't seen Thor Ragnarok. Continue. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, all you need to know about Thor the Dark World is he fights elves. They're after some red Kool-Aid, and yeah, that's about it. Thor's mom gets
Nice.
killed, but no one cares because we don't know who she is.
Ah,
And there's some cringy comedy in it. Anyway, pass. Captain America: The Winter Soldier, which we saw together. Yes,
yes.
fantastic movie. I love it.
Yeah, that one, once again, I liked. Very nice. Scarjo doing her thing, chilling with her homeboy. It was a nice romp. It was a Buster and Babs Bunny adventure. And except that Plucky Duck, what's his name? Bucky, the boyfriend, was a little jealous. Just a little jealous of Buster and Babs. And we obviously couldn't have that.
Oh my god, yo, we had some new black superheroes in this movie. The Falcon.
The Falcon. Bah, bah, bah. I felt like I was the only one who knew, and then there was this little boy next to me going like, "Yo, that's the Falcon. That's the that's the dude. He flies like a bird. The Falcon." And I was like, "Yo,
that
this
little
boy."
boy. That little boy was me.
Oh my god, shut up. And that little boy. Yeah. Okay. Who? What else? What else? What else?
That little boy grew up to be a bad politician. Anyway, Cap. Winter Soldier's great. It's like the best Cap movie. I could talk about this movie for days, but I won't. Just go see it if you haven't seen it. Um, Shield is Hydra in that one. Spoilers, but it's okay because it's cool. Anyway, you got the Guardians of the Galaxy.
My favorite of the Marvel franchise movies.
Yes. Why? Tell me why.
It's friendship is magic. It is simple, pure friendship is magic. We got the Jolly Green Gamora Giant. We got Stone Cold Steve Gray Dude. We got the furry. We got Hug
Trick.
a tree, the Grootisha, and we got white bread.
We got Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratisha. I actually really enjoyed his character in that film.
No, rewatching it, all the Guardians of the Galaxy have way more personality than the Avengers do.
It's true. It's because they are literally the I was gonna say they're the Simpsons of space.
Well, yeah, they're a dysfunctional family.
Yeah. More of a family guy in space, but They love to hate each other, and I love that's the character dynamic I appreciate. Oh God damn it. I appreciated about said films.
Color inside the lines.
I know. Hey, I'm doing my best here.
Yeah, but the more I rewatch Guardians, the more I love it. Like I liked it when I first saw it, but every time I watch it, I notice new things, like new jokes or new things in the background. And everybody's awesome in this flick, you know, even like little supporting characters. You got the
Howard the Duck.
Ravagers, Howard the Duck cameo at the end, you know, for those real fans.
Yeah, right. Howard the Duck's all up in our grill. He's got his own TV show. He's kind of like David Letterman, but he
And
ain't funny. Anyway, go ahead.
my hot take for Guardians is it's a better Star Wars movie than the new Star Wars movies.
Oh my gosh. Oh, someone's
Gonna
gonna get mad at us.
gonna get some down votes. You get to see Thanos in this one. He has a little speech and then he goes away. It's cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
Thanisha. Yeah. Grimace. Yeah.
Guardians is great. And then we move on to Avengers Age of Ultron with your favorite Quicksilver.
Oh my gosh. The most the most aggravating. Okay, don't even get me started. The most unnecessary. I don't want to spoil it, but it was unnecessary.
Oh my god, just spoil it, man.
Okay, Quicksilver, faster than a speeding bullet, gets killed by a bullet. Kind of just. I sat there with my cat lady girlfriend at the time, and I was like, I'm done. I need to step out. I'm done.
Oh, poor Quicksilver. I liked Quicksilver. I think he would have been a great member of the team, but I don't think they wanted someone overpowered continuing on in this film. Because imagine Quicksilver in Civil War. He would have ended that crap in like 2 seconds.
I mean, it's true, especially with Thanos. Like, you can't stop what you can't see.
Yeah, he would have took that freaking gauntlet right off his hands, like in a heartbeat.
Just like Sonic.
Yeah, Age of Ultron is my favorite of the MCU movies, and I'm gonna tell you,
Really?
it is.
I'm ready.
Let me explain. It's an Avengers movie from the beginning to the end. They're a team. You don't have to wait for them to assemble at the end. You have bad guys turning into good guys and then becoming members of the team. You have an evil robot named Ultron. It's a Saturday morning cartoon. That's why this is my favorite movie. The freaking at the end of the movie, the city is flying, and then you still got Hawkeye shooting robots with arrows. It's a cartoon, my dude.
Oh my gosh.
Am I
Revelation,
am
you
I
are
wrong?
correct. No, you're not wrong, actually. I never thought of it that way.
It is a cartoon, and then they have a great party scene, which has my favorite Stan Lee cameo.
Oh, I love that part. I love it. It's just so wholesome.
Yeah, and they're trying to lift Thor's hammer, and I love the action. They team up. This is like the Ninja Turtles movie because they have team up moves.
Yeah, you're like, over and out. Hulk green potato. I don't know.
Scarlet Witch is really cool too. She has that awesome moment. Like Hawkeye tells her, like, you have to go outside. If you go outside, you're an Avenger. She's like, okay, daddy. And then she goes out and she like destroys all the robots. Like
Right, right.
whole cluster fight. Yeah, I could talk about this movie for days.
Her forehead is so big that not only did it take up most of the screen, but it defeated most of the bad guys. I love it.
I know. Like he couldn't take over the world because her forehead was too big. He couldn't land. Couldn't find a parking spot.
Dang. Like right on her head. It's like, is it full? What's going on?
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Age of Ultron. They don't think it's as good as the first movie because of stuff like Thor taking a little hot tub bath in the middle of the movie for some reason. Like I get it, but I still like it.
It's got to be that one girl that needs that attention. It makes me think, I was like, is there a dude on set who's like, we totally need Thor in a bathtub? Make it happen.
For the ladies, you need to have his shirt off. But yeah, and then Black Widow's flirting with the Hulk. She's like, "Oh, I should have joined you in the shower," and that's when all the fan fiction comes in. And it's like,
Oh
it
God,
is a
no.
great movie for fan fiction, definitely.
Ugh,
A lot of
you
ships. You
you
can ship Tron.
almost make me want to look. Go ahead.
We'll do that in another episode. We'll look up some Avengers fan fiction. But let's continue on before I go off on a tangent. We got the little Avenger, Ant Man.
Oh, Ant-Man. I love the first movie. It was pretty cool. I enjoyed it for what it was, you know?
I liked it because Scott Lang, he's just a normal dude. He works at Baskin Robbins, and he just wants to make enough for child support for his daughter. That's very relatable in Hero, and I like his friend Luis. He's
Oh,
really
I love him. He makes this film.
yeah, Louis. Like I could watch a whole TV show about Luis talking about his little like adventures.
Last time on Avengers.
Yo, man, there was this green dude, and he popped up, right? And he started smashing and smashing in Africa, and then the Iron Man showed up, and he turned big, like this is like super duper Iron Man, and then he like started beating the crap out of the Hulk, man, and then there was this crazy witch lady, and she started like playing mind games with the other Avengers, right? And then like Thor, had to like go to Asgard and like to talk to Idris Elba, man, and he was like, destroy everybody.
Pretty much. I mean, it's that's pretty correct.
Yeah, it's PETA friendly because no ants were harmed in the making of the movie.
Oh my gosh.
They're all
They
super.
probably had to put that in the credits, no lie.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they did. I actually watched it today. I didn't see it, but I'm sure it's in there. But my problem with Ant Man, besides the evil white guy in the suit, of course, is Hope Van Dyne. She goes on to play the Wasp, and her whole character is like, "Daddy, you should let me wear the Ant Man suit. I want to wear the suit. Why won't you let me?"
You're a woman. You have a vagina. It doesn't work that way. Blah, 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 blah.
Uh, yeah, she's kind of she's a wet noodle. She's a wet noodle.
Well, I'm sure when I fall asleep, I will watch the Ant-Man and the Wasp in my mind.
Right. Well, Ant Man goes on to Captain America: Civil War,
Yeah,
aka Super Marvel Smash Brothers.
pretty much. It was the unexpected treat of the Marvel movie marathon. To me, I thought it was a treat. I was like, "Oh my gosh." And that's when we get introduced to Black Panther.
Ooh, t'challa. We get introduced to Spider Man too.
Yeah, and my favorite Spider-Man right there.
Yes, yes, he is the Spider Man of all time. The
He
Spider is Spider Man.
he's a sweet little baby child. Nobody hurt him.
Yeah, this movie is it shouldn't work because there's so many characters in it. It's so many characters, but they find a little time for each and every one of them. And basically, the whole movie is about Captain America trying to save his boyfriend Bucky. That's the driving force of this movie. Captain America's like, "Don't touch him. He's mine. He belongs to me." And Iron Man gets jealous. He's like, "No."
He's Iron Man's like, he's bad, he's evil. I'm a good man. I'm good for you. I have pepper too. I'm Polly. It's fine.
My father made you your shield. Why won't you love me?
Why won't you love me? And then that was it. Justin Timberlake song comes on.
Cry me a river.
Pretty much. I felt like when I saw the preview for Civil War, I felt like that song was going to play. I don't know why. I just, yeah, dude, I was just like, is this gonna happen? Because they were all fighting with each other in that little baby corner.
Uh, it's about to be your what? Girlfriend. About to
Right?
throw them bows. There's a lot of ratchet songs you could put over that airport fight.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna get dirty.
Be funny. I'm just a girl.
Yeah, that
It
airport fight is like super duper fan service.
really was. It was just. Fan orgasmic.
It's like cotton candy for the nerds. It's like,
Oh,
you want to
nice.
see Hawkeye fight Black Panther? Well, here you go. Nobody asked for it, but here it is.
You're like, now you get it. You want to have it? Now you have it. Deal with it.
Yeah, Black Panther. I mean, no, Black Panther was dope, but Civil War awesome. And even Cap gets to kiss a girl for like the first time in 90 years. It's great.
The dead one or the alive one?
the like live one. He makes out with Peggy Carter's like grandniece, which is weird because keeping in the family, right?
Oh, I forgot about that. Maybe sometimes I black things out and I'm like, it's going in the vault. Great.
Instead of the Disney vault, it's like the cringe vault.
It really is. That's like the best way to describe it. Going in the cringe vault. All right.
Okay, then we go to Doctor Strange.
Ooh. That movie was fine.
You were just fine. You were content with it.
Yeah, I mean, not nearly as it's not a fan favorite for me.
I liked it the first time I watched it. Granted, I was drinking when I was watching it,
Nice.
but the more I watched it, I realized it's Doctor Exposition. They have to explain so many things in this universe, and it gets kind of like numb. It's like you become numb to it. It's like, okay, how does this work? Well, you see, in the mirror dimension, it's not a real dimension. You just do stuff, and it's like, how does a sling ring work? Well, you have to like concentrate really hard and just picture a place, and that's like half of the movie. But when it,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and but the action sequences are cool. It's like Harry Potter. That's how I explained it to my ex. Watched it with her. It's like Harry Potter with the cape. and
Wow, you're kind of right. Except I mean, there was a blanket too. Except it didn't go invisible, but then it saved it. You're right. Oh my gosh.
yeah, and instead of magic wands, they have jazz fingers.
Yeah, give me them jazz fingers. You know I love jazz fingers.
Like they explain so much in this movie, but they never truly explain how the magic works. They're like, you just have to concentrate very hard. They whitewashed the ancient one who's supposed to be Asian, but it's like
Yeah,
white thick.
people were complaining about it, and they were like, "I see why they did it, because international sales." I'm like, "Stop that! Stop! Stop! Slap! Stop!
Stop it.
Stop it!"
But yeah, I like the special effects. I'll give it that. It's reversing time and all that jazz. But Stephen
Hmm.
Strange he's an ass. he,
Yeah,
he
and
kind
then he matures because we don't know what time variant we're seeing of him.
he matures slightly. He learns that talking down to women is bad, but writing them nasty emails is okay.
So real life.
Yeah, he's basically Tony Stark with like a cape. Anywho,
But he matures faster than Tony Stark by like tenfold.
that's because he has the time stone and he has to keep, like imagine having the time stone, right? And
Hmm.
trying to ask a girl out, you have like unlimited tries. Because if you mess up, you can just go back, rewind, go back, rewind. She'll
Wow.
love me eventually.
Oh gosh, stop. Fright. You're just upsetting me now. I'm like, the cringe.
Okay, yo. So next up is Guardians of the Galaxy V2 Volume 2, aka Daddy Issues in Space.
Yeah, that's the movie. Like, I love that one the most because I had a terrible dad. My dad's actually pretty cool. He's an Akita. So, just saying.
Cheetahs are adorable, but this is the one where Star Lord finds his long lost father, and he turns out to be a planet because reasons. And they kind of just hang out there, and Rocket gets captured by the Ravagers, and they hang out in this. There's a lot of hanging out in this movie.
Daddy wasn't there to take him to the fair. I guess he didn't care.
To change my underwear. Daddy wasn't there. I like this movie. Like at first, I kind of thought it was a drag, but rewatching it, I understand that they were going for character growth. You know, they were going for the feels in this one
Oh
because
yeah.
Peter with his dad, Gamora with her sister, and even Rocket's learning not to push his friends away. It's a Sesame Street episode.
Oh my god. Now, Rocket, how do you say anger? How do you spell anger?
Good.
Pretty much. What's
Peace.
next?
Just one more thing. Baby
Oh,
Groot
oh.
is here. Baby Groot is here, and he's there to sell toys. Nothing more.
Yeah, he be.
He's there to sell toys, and I like the songs in this movie. I like the songs.
I love Baby Groot. Oh yeah, and the music makes it great. I went to the real world and I went to Disney Springs and guess what? You can get a Guardians of the Galaxy official mixtape for $45.
What is it? A cassette or a
Yep, it's
vinyl?
a real cassette,
Oh, kiss my grits.
right? Come on, Disney.
That's
Come
mean.
on, Disney.
Oh, Disney! I can't wait till they make like Alien a princess. Like the alien, you know what I'm saying.
Stay off the internet. Stop it.
All right,
Stop it. Next one.
next up, we're going to Queens with Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Oh, we watched this one together. This one was great.
I love Spider-Man: Homecoming. It's Degrassi with Spider-Man. That's all you need to know.
Yeah. And then like people were complaining about MJ and she turned out to have more personality than Toby Maguire's MJ.
MJ in this film is someone I would want to date. She is cool. She's sarcastic. She can draw. She hates parties. Like this is waifu right here.
Waifu for lifeu.
Yeah, and everything else is cool. You got Batman playing the Vulture, and
Yeah. I mean, he broke, so I
yeah,
get it.
he's doing this for his family too. Like this is a villain with a good motivation. He has cool little wings. And then Spider Man, like I love my Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. You know, I like Toby's Peter Parker. I like Andrew's Spider Man, but I feel like this actor Tom Holland, he has both of those traits down pat. He
Yeah, he
is
do.
he's best Spider Man, and a lot of people complain like, oh well, he's just Tony Stark Jr. I'm like, no, in this universe, he's a teenager, and it makes sense that he would look up to the Avengers. So just because has a little high tech suit, doesn't kill it for me.
That's true. And when he got acquainted with his suit, I thought that was so adorable. I was like, "Aw, you're trying."
And he has like a best friend that reminds me of Kaze.
Our bunny friend.
Yeah, Kaze's in the movie.
Yeah, it really is Kaze because like he's like, "Let me tell you a meme. Let me give you the facts on this video game."
Yeah, and he teaches him how to drive at some point. Like, you want a friend like that. You want a friend in your corner.
Yeah.
And not Mary Jane, sorry. Aunt May is hot in this movie. Hot. You don't
Yeah.
like Aunt May?
No, wait, no. I said, yeah, yeah.
Feeling a little wet between the sheets.
Whoa,
Whoa,
whoa, whoa,
whoa, whoa,
whoa.
whoa, whoa, whoa. PG, PG rated.
All
And
right.
Spider-Man: Homecoming get 20 stars out of 50.
Why 20? That's a lot of stars.
Because it's my rating system and I do what I want.
You darn tootin'. Anyone should learn.
And the next movie is Thor Ragnarok, which you haven't seen.
I know. Watch. I'm gonna watch it tomorrow. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I'm sorry. Everything I thought is a lie. Go ahead.
Thor Ragnarok is the best Thor movie, but let me tell you, the bar wasn't that high to begin with. And he goes to another planet, hangs out with the Hulk, and he meets this cool, cool, strong, independent female woman named Valkyrie, and she is a million times better than Jane Foster. And the best part is they don't have a romantic relationship. It's platonic. And she kicks a lot of ass. Hulk kicks a lot of ass. Loki in this movie, he's pretty cool. Like I was never a big fan of him, but in this movie, he's the comic relief, and yeah, just leave him there. Jeff Goldblum is great. There's a lot of it's a very humorous film. Has a lot of color. Thor movies are usually like gray and brown. This one actually has color to it. And the villain is this crazy lady with reindeer antlers
Nice.
and yeah, I'm not gonna tell you more because it would be spoilers, but check it out.
Don't worry. It'll be on the Disney streaming service. Go ahead.
What's next? Oh, your favorite Black Panther.
Who?
Take
Lion King live action. The real version.
ooh, take it away.
Okay. So, T'Challa is the one to bring balance within the city of Wakanda. The prince to rise above it all. And then I forgot what happened.
Did you only watch the movie once?
Oh, I have it. I watched it a couple of times. I just want you to do all the
Oh
work
my
because
god.
you're like so good at explaining these films and I just get a little
Uh,
silly.
watched these films too many times, that's why. But Black Panther, yes, Black Panther is what Thor should have been because Wakanda is 50 times more interesting than Asgard. Great supporting cast. Shuri is a million times better than Tony Stark, probably smarter.
I love
And
her.
yeah, oh yeah, please give her own show, please. And Killmonger, we actually have a freaking decent villain who's not a douchebag in a suit. Killmonger is great. You understand his motives. He was left behind in what was it, Compton? I think. I think anybody abandoned in Compton would have a motive to be a supervillain. You
I
know what I'm saying?
I thought Killmonger's backstory was pretty relatable. I met a little kid who kind of had a similar background. No lie. And he's still young. He hasn't grown up to be a big Killmonger yet, but I pray that it doesn't happen to him. So, yeah, that little pupper might turn into a fierce creature. Go.
But yeah, this movie has a dope soundtrack. Kendrick Lamar doing his best, and it's just great overall. It got great action scenes. You got that part in the casino where
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
car chase.
Ooh, that car chase.
Yeah, you got the club song bumping. It's like and you got the Okoye, one of the Dora Milaje, T'Challa's bodyguard. She
One of
takes
the
out
lionesses, you mean?
yeah, she takes out one of the cars with a spear, man. So primitive. Who needs guns when you got spears? And then
Right?
there's war winos in this film. You got the guy from Get Out.
Yeah, he's in this film, and I watched Get Out, and then I was like, wait a minute, this guy looks a little familiar, and lo and behold, put the two DVD boxes together, they were the same dude.
It's the same guy. And Mombaku was the leader of the Jabari tribe. He's a delight. I want to invite him over for dinner sometime. He's just really
Dude,
nice.
Umbaku was a delight. I felt like I was watching Legends of the Hidden Temple for a minute. For like, Team Umbaku, Team Killmonger, or Team T'Challa.
You got the Black Panthers, the White Apes, and the Chocolate
The
Killmongers.
chocolate. Woo! All right.
Yeah, this movie is awesome. Did it deserve Best Picture? I'm not gonna go there. We've talked about this like a million times. But
Yeah.
as a superhero movie, it nails everything. It's a very crowd pleasing film. I love T'Challa. I love the technology of vibranium, and 5 stars.
I wonder if vibranium actually vibrates.
I
It,
don't know. You think they have like vibranium toys?
I mean, it could be a girl's best friend. Next movie.
All right, before we get to Infinity War, let's go to Ant Man and the Wasp, which you
Okay.
haven't seen.
No, I haven't seen. I will pass on that one. For some reason, my gut tells me I'm not really going to enjoy it. But go ahead.
Well, Ant Man and the Wasp. It's just like wasted potential. They have an interesting villain. It's this girl named Ghost, and she phases through things like Shadowcat from X Men. But every time she does it, she's like dying. So let me try to sum up the plot for this movie for you. They're trying to find Hope, who's the Wasp, her mom. She's trapped in the quantum realm. So the whole movie, they're trying to do this experiment to go into the quantum realm and get her mother out, and it's in this building. But the FBI is after them. There's a white dude and there's an evil white guy in a suit after them. So they have to keep shrink. I'm not making this up. They have to keep shrinking the building down and like driving away. So they're playing hot potato with the freaking building because Ghost wants it because the quantum energy can like make her solid again. But
Well,
if she takes the quantum energy, he'll kill Hope's mom. So instead of like talking about this, they just get into like a dumb car chase in San Francisco, and then Ant Man's suit is malfunctioned, so he turns little, then big throughout the whole movie. I will give it this though: there's a lot of good jokes in it. His relationship with his daughter is solid. It's very cute, but it just could have been better, man. They have Lawrence Fishburne, Morpheus in there. He just
ooh,
tired of playing Perry White in the Superman movie, so he jumped over to Marvel.
that's so funny. Well,
And,
they
he,
knew he'd be on the winning team.
and he's playing a dude named Bill Foster who becomes Goliath, which is another giant character. And I'm like, oh snap! They have this character. He's gonna turn into Goliath, right? So I was expecting a kaiju battle in San Francisco, and we never get it.
Wow.
Big tease. It was sad. I was sad, and yeah. The biggest sin is the Wasp. She's kind of annoying. She's kind of like a grumpy chick. It was like, Scott, you're so dumb, blah blah blah. She kicks a lot of ass, but her person, she's like, she's like that one girl, that we used to know, who used to complain about a lot of stuff.
Oh,
Uh,
let's jump out of that boat.
that's what the
Next.
watch reminds me of.
The pain.
The pain. All right, the last one. Avengers Infinity War.
I felt that this one was the strongest of the infinity of the wars.
Yeah.
There was drama, there was sadness, there was laughter, there was gladness. I don't know what I was going with that.
Yeah, it's like it's a giant fur meet with all of your friends.
Oh my gosh, right?
It's like, oh my god, Fluffykins is here. Oh my god, Boo Boo Kitty is here.
Oh, how dare you call my meetups of our animal kind a furry meat? That's a human thing, not a cartoon thing.
This movie was stressful. The first time I watched it, I was so stressed out. There's so much going on.
Remember our beloved friend Twilight crying over the film, and I saw it last, and you were like, how'd you not get spoilers filters?
Yeah, I was amazed. You saw it like maybe 2 weeks after it came out.
Yes, I did.
I was amazed that you didn't get spoiled because that ending, whoa, that ending.
I'm gonna agree. I'm gonna agree. I was like, dang, was not expecting that. No wonder y'all were upset.
It was like 9/11 times 10,
Oh my gosh. Wow, we're getting dark here.
man.
Ooh.
I'm using that metaphor as like in all serious. Like it was really sad.
Well, I just realized like the only meme I kept seeing was, people disappearing.
I know,
Okay.
so
And
good.
it didn't ruin anything because I was like, oh, I wonder what this is. Is somebody
Yeah,
eating cereal?
yeah. Out of context, you have no idea what it means. It's like, oh, does someone like turn into Sandman?
Yeah, and I was like, is anybody reenacting the Michael Jackson Remember the Time music video? Is that what's going on? Like, I legit thought that.
Yeah, spoilers without context is an interesting thing for this movie. There's I saw bubbles in there. There was a picture of Squidward,
Yeah.
but damn, like when I watch it now, I'm good. But the first time, I was on the edge of my seat. I was like, oh my god, who's gonna die? Who's gonna survive? What's gonna happen? What do you think of Thanos?
I read the original books. And then in my cartoon realm, the regular Thanos is just kind of a, he just misses his wife. That's the original version of Thanos. I think it was based off of Greek mythology. It was overwhelming. I didn't really like it, unless you're an old fuddy duddy. Yeah, I said it. Whatever me.
No, wasn't the original reason he wanted to court death? He wanted to get out of the friend zone.
Pretty much, yeah. That was it. So he was in love, and Death was like, "Nah, I'm not really interested. Why?
What do
Why
you
don't you love me?" So this version of Thanos was stronger. He had more motives. He had more motives in terms of what I wouldn't say a dictator, but more of a general. Like, if you had to give one person who was suffering power, I feel like that they would probably come to the conclusion of deleting half the world.
It's a ballsy move, man.
Yeah, it really was. And then our guardians folks could have solved the whole thing, but you know,
Star Lord had his period.
did. He really did. Oh my gosh, he did.
uh, yeah, I was talking to a friend tonight about that scene, and it's like, listen, I know you're upset about your girlfriend and all, but if you wait 20 seconds, this man's not gonna be invincible anymore, and you could like beat his genitalia off.
Or at least put the thing on your hand. Like, good lord, put it on your hands. And then boop, she's back. She's
I would give,
back.
I would give him like super diarrhea the rest of his life. If I had the gauntlet.
Yeah. I just wonder what's gonna happen because, you know, I had a conversation with, as I do delivery service, as you know, as the Shiba Inu does, and Seagull and I were talking, and he was telling me, yeah, man, the Spider-Man movie is gonna be a prequel to the up and coming Avengers movie. I thought it was gonna happen after the Avengers movie, and then I was like, wow, now I'm sad. Now I'm sad.
Because Spider-Man definitely won't come back. Oh man, when I saw this movie, people were crying in my theater. There were like little kids crying. It felt like a
Oh.
funeral, like the credits,
Mm-hmm.
funeral service.
Mhm. Rest in peace. Put fill in the name of the characters that were gone.
Yeah, bearded Cap. Every time Captain America showed up in my screenings, they would get a big round of applause.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't get that action. This is why I like your theaters better.
Well, you don't get people like applauding during a movie.
I've only ever heard applauding when Star Wars came out. Yodisha did a fight in Star Wars Episode 3. This one dude stood up and was like, yeah, yeah, that's my green. Fill in the blank with a curse word.
We'll go.
Yeah,
I'm just picturing it.
it was just, that was a magical moment for me. And I've never watched the movie since, which is a lie. But
Maybe it's a New York thing.
I think it is because every time I go to New York, somebody talks.
Be like, oh no, he didn't.
Uh,
Oh no,
have
he didn't. What do you think
so
about the Scarlet Witch and Vision romance? Ooh.
She has the perfect boyfriend, and I'm gonna say it. He's a living vibrator.
Gasp.
I mean, I'm
You're
not wrong.
you're not wrong at all. So
Intelligent.
there's so many characters in this.
j- Yeah. I'm just upset of what happened to him, but it's a great way to stay in shape.
Like there's so many characters in this movie. Even bring back a character from the Incredible Hulk that no one cares about. Military guy.
Really?
Yeah, he's
I didn't
like
even
yelling.
notice.
He's on a hologram yelling at Captain America. It's like you're gonna be arrested, and Captain America's like, no. Hangs up on him.
He goes, "My boyfriend Tony said that I would be okay."
Yeah, Tony Stark and Doctor Strange was funny.
Yeah, I thought that was cute.
Little bickering. The Guardians were great. Yo, that scene with Gamora though. Oof.
Yo, I
Oof.
mean, Gamora's my girl.
Had to hold back some tears.
Yeah, I was like, wow, this is like, I could see that being relatable to folks in your realm with abuse. So,
Well, a lot of people in my realm have Stockholm syndrome.
moment of silence.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I teared up during Spider-Man scene with
I,
Tony.
I think we all kind of did. I was just,
I teared up during that scene, and guess what? The day after, it became a freaking meme.
I
Yay!
know. And I'm like, wow, everyone's insensitive right now.
Like, thanks
Ooh.
for turning that moment into a joke, guys. Like, good job. That's why I hate the internet. Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I've been staying off of it. It's been, it's been a good ride. So what else? Are we missing any more movies?
No, that's it. I mean, we spoke about Captain Marvel already. Did a podcast
Yeah.
on that. But End Game next week. What are your predictions?
Once again, you hearing it live, folks. I think everyone's gonna come back except for the exception. Someone's gonna have to sacrifice themselves. I just feel it in my bones. One person is gonna have to sacrifice themselves.
Who do you think it is?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
But if Captain America dies, I will buy you a toy. I will.
Yes, it's on record.
It is on record
Told
now.
me if Captain America dies, he's gonna buy me a figurine. I forgot about that. Thanks for reminding me.
No, I'm just like, no, he's not gonna die. If he dies, I'm literally gonna be mad.
I'm gonna cry like a little baby if he dies. I'm telling my friends ahead of time, like if he dies, I'm gonna cry and it's gonna be ugly.
You're like, I'm gonna get that ice cream out. I'm gonna get everything, and you know.
Oh man, I hope who's a lame character that can go.
I can't think of one right now.
I like most of them. Oh, War Machine. Let War Machine take the bullet.
But he paralyzed. Baby can't walk.
Exactly. So he'll be alright.
Dang.
uh,
I know Daddy T'Challa's gonna come back because Mama's seeing some stuff in the future. You know.
oh yeah, you got that. You got Disney Plus in your dimension.
It's already here.
Yeah. Oh, tell me how that live action Lady and the Tramp is.
Um, you ever see two dogs fighting over food?
Yeah,
Yeah. That's you're not missing much.
it's 2 hours of that. That's spaghetti.
Ruh, 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 ruh.
2 hours of spaghetti, spaghetti.
Mhm.
All right. Well, that was our thoughts on the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
It's kind of funny because this whole stream was on mute the whole time. People were watching me draw with no sound. It's great. But it's okay because we'll put it together in post and it'll be a great way to stay in shape.
Oh my god, we'll just green screen it and fix
I
it.
know, right? All right, folks. we're going to stop this stream here. Thanks for listening because I know you're going to be listening in the future. And have a good night.
Oh wait, let me put in my plug. Check out my first movie reviews on all the Marvel movies over at youtube.com/ the Frisky One, and that's the with a THA, the Frisky One.
You heard it here, folks. Check them out on the YouTubes. Take care, folks.